Jarrad Provis is my name. I'm the General Manager of Integrated Marketing, look after strategy and insights at MKTG and Dentsu Sports Analytics. So our business helps the industry build fan marketing strategies, also fan experiences. The Dentsu Analytics part of our business very much focuses on helping understand fans, assess value and measuring impact. I think there's a couple. I think gender equity, we're only scratching the surface of the potential there. The reality is there's been some great advancements in recent years. We're starting to see some momentum from rights holders investing in grassroots through to performance pathways. We're seeing brands coming on board and media rights, dipping their toes, but it's really not where it needs to be yet. We need substantial fundamental change in order for there to be equity for all, not just in female participation, but in all forms of participation, and for the athletes that are proven on their stage to be respected and paid what they're worth. We want to see and we want to help all sporting codes thrive. They're only going to do that if they listen to what fans want, if they remove their own shackles and they start to create experiences that fans want to spend time with. Sometimes they can leverage digital solutions to help and solve for that, but they also need to get back to the basics. They need to be thinking about ticket prices. They need to be thinking about the experience beyond the sport itself. No longer does a fan expect to just rock up and watch their team win. They're looking at the whole experience in totality. Is there music? What's the food like? What's their access to and from the venue? Can I go out to dinner prior? Can I go out to an event post? What is the holistic night or day around the experience going to look like? And as I mentioned, some are doing it well, some aren't. SportNXT is a great opportunity for us all to come together, look at the trends, look at the data, discuss the hot topics, but I don't want that to be an isolated moment in time. We really need to think about what are we going to solve for together and how do we drive the industry forward. We are an industry, but we're amongst other industries, and so we need to keep pace with technology. We need to keep pace with consumer expectation, but it's only powerful if it all comes together. First and foremost, we're passionate contributors to the industry, and I think this event drives forwards the topics, the trends and the discussions that are going to help us all thrive. We have a 20+ year history of creating solutions, investing, creating strategies that help push us all forward, and we saw the alignment with this event and really wanted to contribute to the conversation. In the context of this event, we will focus more on the fan insights. We have a unique data set from a decoding study which surveyed 20,000 fans across 20 markets. We're going to bring those insights to the table. We break down our key capabilities into 3 areas. 1, understanding fan subcultures. Also 2, assessing value. And 3, measuring effectiveness. I think we're going to use those capabilities to shine a light on the societal issues that people care about. We're going to look at emerging markets. What can the East learn from the West? And what can the West learn from the East? We're also looking at some superpowers like the Middle East, the unique insights into the fans in those markets, really bring them to the table. We'll also lean into the gender equity debate. We have a unique view on the drivers of equity. We've got some insights that we'll provide to the speakers and to the industry as part of the event. It continues to evolve. I think in recent years we've seen AI and a few technologies supercharge that evolution. We are evolving, but in some ways we aren't. If I think about the ways that we aren't, we're still stuck to some traditional ways of measuring value and measuring effectiveness, and we need to overcome those challenges. It's a pursuit that we have taken on at Dentsu Sports Analytics, and it's those views that we want to share as part of this partnership. Where technology is thriving, it's helping drive team strategies, it's helping drive athlete performance, it's helping drive the ways that brands can reach fans through personalised experiences. We see AR, MR, we see AI personalised experiences really enhancing that experience that a fan can have and the way that brands can integrate into that experience. But there are still challenges also that exist in the way that our industry geofence access to that technology. the way that I as a consumer have to have different subscriptions just to access the sport that I love. Whilst technology is advancing, there are still barriers, and I think we need to collectively tackle those barriers if we want a sustainable future. The missing piece is that we're all off on slightly different agendas. We need to unite our efforts. I think we need to unite towards a common goal, because we all have commercial measures of success that we need to achieve. We all have a vision on how we're going to get there, but often we're not working in tandem with each other. And I think that's our pursuit. How do we unite the conversation? How do we find the perfect trinity where we can add value to the client, their partners, and also society at large? When we can make that happen, magic happens. And we've seen success. When you can build a brand campaign, when you can build a fan experience, when you can build a technology solution that creates value for everyone in the mix, then we can all thrive. And that's ultimately what we're trying to help achieve. My personal bias is to solve for equity. I wish there was a world that one day I could wake up and I wasn't thinking about my daughter's future. I wasn't thinking about whether or not she would have the same level of access, the same level of respect that others do. And her friends and her families and my nieces and others. I wish the innovation would just lead to a world where all athletes, all performers on stage that are creating value, that people want to consume, that they're respected equally.